Yeah,
you don't know.
but I feel like a man could do far worse than a bear can. Like,
Could.
eat me. Like, I don't care. Like,
Okay.
so, yeah.
A man could also eat you. Cannibalism is a thing.
Sure, yeah.
But, like,
And then Macy, what about you?
I agree with her, but like, I am like low key. I have a fear of men. Like, if I was alone with a man, I would be scared. So I would rather just be killed by a bear than get like I don't know the intentions of the man, but like I would just rather be killed by a bear.
Okay, so you're scared of men.
Mm-hmm.
Are you scared of Nick?
No,
No, he's
you
cool.
guys seem chill.
Oh, okay, all right.
Ulysses the pagan donated $200. Are the ones that picked bear. Do you realize is that if a bear got into your home, and you call animal control or the police, most likely men would arrive to save your stupid asses?
There's only one man in the forest.
There's the police.
What police, bro?
I've actually made this argument before, but Pagan, thank you, man. Appreciate the TTS. Good to see you in the chat. We also do have another chat here. Dude, 1990. Ladies, I would pick you over the bear 10 out of 10 times, even though a majority of you would pick the bear. Kind of a simp, but okay. What a simp. All right, thank you, though. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Actually, though, truthfully, though, it would be, at least from the male perspective, if it's random woman, random bear, the smart move would be to pick the woman, but I would pick the man, too.
men are stronger.
And to be fair, man and man, like if you as a man being in the forest with another man, that's less of a threat than
Why?
like, as a woman.
Why is that?
Really? Okay. Because men can physically overpower us. Like I'm like working on being a bodybuilder right now. No matter how fucking strong I get, there's always going to be someone stronger who can just fucking pin me down and do whatever the hell they want.
Don't you want them on your side?
Yeah, but in a random forest, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be on my side. This is a random scenario. They could be on my side, they could not be.
So a bear is 100% guaranteed to not be on your side. You realize that?
No, it could leave you alone.
It could leave you alone, but
Most likely
it can
it
smell
won't.
you. It can hunt you. You're guaranteed to get hunted by a bear. A random man, you're not 100% guaranteed to get hunted down by him. And if two humans are working together, your chances of survival greatly increase.
You either come across the man or the bear, not both. Wait, is it both?
No, it's one or the other.
It's
It's one or
okay,
the
that's
other,
what I
but
thought.
you're in a survival situation in the middle of the woods.
Oh, I thought you were just I thought it was a survival like against the man or the bear.
No.
Oh, it's just a survival.
You're
like,
dropped in the middle of the woods.
And you
What
can
do you
choose
do?
one.
Who do you want on your team?
Yeah, if we're talking about like you.
Push it back over there. You kind of got freaked out by that spider there. Are you gonna? You're not gonna be freaked out by a giant bear.
That's a good point. Have any of you been in contact with a bear?
I've seen them,
I've
but
seen
never in
them. I've seen
contact.
Yeah, but like in the zoo or something.
I've seen them on the street. It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
I don't think we're fully dialed in on the dangers of a bear here. I think
Probably
modern
not.
conveniences have made people believe that they're just safe all the time. They don't realize that bears will absolutely rip you apart.
A couple of women have died recently from bear attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not totally safe. I'm curious though. So even if I grant even that there is, there certainly is. If it is a random man, there is some potential for this randomly selected man to be a threat to you. What percentage, though, do you think that is? That you would be attacked by the man in this situation?
Hi.
High. How high? If you had to assign a percentage into the mic. We'll start with you. We'll go back that way.
More than 50%.
More than 50%. Okay. 60%?
60%.
So 60% would do what? Murder you?
Either murder me.
Like SA you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what percentage would try to SA you? 60%?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, like, obviously, okay, I totally misunderstood the question, but with men, I don't know, I'd say 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah.
50% chance of murder?
And that's just honestly because I've had my own personal experiences, and someone can lie to your face. Like,
Sure.
I had someone harm me who had known me since I was 15. And then the second I was 18, he was just like, oh, yeah, give me that. And then, well, there was nothing I could do about that.
So 50%
Yeah.
murder chance?
Because you really never know who someone truly is.
Sure, yeah. What about you?
Damn, I'll go like 30%.
30% of men would
Rough.
try to attack you in some way? Okay, what about you?
I would say it's a 50-50.
50%. Okay, so I think it was 60, 50, 30, 50. Okay. So the male population of the U.S. is 165 million. If we do 60, I'll just, 60, that would be, well, 50% would be about 80 million. You think, so, I mean, you said 60, 50-50 for you two. Do you genuinely think that 80 million men in the United States would be inclined to essay or murder you?
From the stats at UCSB, yes.
What are the stats at UCSB?
I don't know, but I remember it being high.
What are, you'd have to cite the, or at least say what the stat is.
Something like 7 out of 10 girls at UCSB,
Have been full-blown essayed.
yes, in some kind of way.
Well, what is the definition of essay?
Either catcalled, either
Catcalling is assault.
no, just harassment.
No,
in
you just,
general.
hold on, you
harassment
just
in
said
general.
catcalling. Well, while I think that's not appropriate behavior, how can that be sexual?
Sorry, just any kind of
Well,
harassment in general.
I'm just going to take that was included in the data. How could you believe data that includes catcalling as sexual?
harassment. Just
But
any
okay,
kind
fine.
of
If
harassment.
I'll even grant you that catcalling is harassment, but it's not assault. I'm not saying it's.
Okay,
I don't
other
think cat.
types include ass grabbing.
Sure, yeah. But you're saying the
Rape.
study cited includes catcalling.
No, that was part of harassment. I just morphed
Right,
everything together.
But so you said 7 out of 10 women at UCSB have
It
been.
was something like that, yes.
Okay. I mean, this is a study done by who? Is it done by UCSB?
No, it was, yes. It was some kind of program we had to finish before entering UCSB. And I remember reading about.
What about the rates
something.
towards men, or do they only care about when women are sexually harassed? I doubt they provide that.
They didn't provide that, but yes.
There's no information about the rate of harassment towards men.
No.
Interesting. So I'm trying to see. Nick, were you able to find anything on that?
No, not yet. I'm just looking at the stats.
I can't find it. 70%.
And I'm gonna be honest, they very much cherry pick stats and pull
By the. In any case, it includes catcalling. Okay.
Any type of harassment.
Okay. But that includes catcalling. So what if the
I
rate?
honestly don't
What if the
remember
rate of
something
like
like
actual SA was 5%, but it's incorporating this 70% of women get catcalled? How could this ever be useful statistics?
Huh?
How could that be useful statistics if it's so broad that it includes catcalling? Something women even
I
do
think
to men.
catcalling I just included, but the three
I wouldn't be
top
surprised if
ones-
the study did actually consider it included.
But the 3 top ones that did include were ass grabbing at parties, especially, just unwanted touch, anything like that, and of course, yeah.
I'd say that word, but it's okay. would just use essay.
I see.
Okay. And so, for this reason, because somebody at freshman orientation told you that 7 out of 10 women who go to UCSB have been or will be a
Okay.
victim of vague essay, including but not limited to catcalling. This is your basis for saying that 60% of men in the United States, or 80 million men in the United States, would be inclined to murder or essay
Even if we
women.
don't go with specific numbers, I'd say a higher population of men are more inclined to like hurting women in any way possible.
Yeah, so 60%.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that number.
Okay. So then do you think, I mean, these are pretty high numbers. I mean, there's something pretty defective here going on with men then.
Well, if we go with like general statistics that everyone probably knows, whether that's from TikTok or any kind of social media that has like.
You think TikTok is a reputable
No,
source
I'm just
of
saying
information?
just like any kind of like
You're gonna
social
use TikTok
media.
when you go to med
Twitter, Instagram.
Twitter
That's,
is not a reputable. How about we use Department of Justice statistics? And whatever is in the Department of Justice statistics, I'll grant you that that's the rate in which women are victimized in this specific way. Or do you not
Okay.
believe the Department of Justice
And
statistics?
what is that?
It's a federal.
No, I'm saying what are the numbers there?
I don't know, Nick, you can pull it up. Rate of, I guess, the incidence of R-word, Department.
That also doesn't take into account any of the things that weren't reported.
Okay, but how do we, if we're gonna cite to statistics, and if something wasn't reported, how do we have a conversation about that?
I mean, facts. I mean, like, when it happened to me, I didn't report it because I was essentially told, oh, there's nothing you can do. We can't do anything
You
to
went to
him.
the police?
Uh-huh, and they essentially told me that there was nothing I could do.
Was there a kit done?
There was not a kit done because it wasn't that kind of essay.
Okay. Well, I don't know the details of it, but
But we can get into it because it's tea, but we don't have to. It's real tea. Oh, it covers one of the other topics we weren't technically supposed to talk about.
like you were underage or something?
I wasn't, but there were other girls involved who were.
Okay, all right. In any case, though, your position, Nick, can you get this data? You could look at both. There's criminal victimization 2022. Oh, excuse me. I think it's the Bureau of Justice Statistics. So according to the Department of Justice, they say for sexual assault, the rate per 1,000 is in 2018 2.7, 2019 1.7, 2020 1.2, 2021 1.2, 2022 1.9 per 1,000. So what's the percentage there? Is it less than 1% in a given year? Do you have something from the FBI? Okay, I'll send it via private chat just so we have a reference here. So okay, I sent it to you. It should be, it's the third page down.
Ulysses the Pagan donated $200. Brought to you by Fourth Wave Feminism, indoctrination and brainwashing young impressionable girls into thinking all men are predators. This is why MGTOW's a thing. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Pagan. Appreciate the TTS. Do you have it, Nick?
Maybe just go to the side.
All right, one sec.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I think regardless of what these statistics are, I think the reason, like, even though my number isn't as high as her number, I think the reason that is because although you might think TikTok, like, yes, people can say false things and it might be fake. A lot of stuff on social media is fake. But on TikTok, on social media platforms, that's where we hear most of our news. That's where we hear about everybody's experiences. And because we're on it, we're exposed to that. And regardless of what the statistic is, it's real. And I don't agree with the saying that all men are bad. I genuinely don't. I don't think that at all. I've met plenty of like amazing men in my life. And I wouldn't be where I am today without them. But it is, I think, the reason why in our heads, like, it's preferable to choose this bear is because there is a chance and it's real. Regardless of what the statistic is, it's possible. And in my
Yeah, there's a
opinion,
chance.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I would blatantly rather die by a bear than by a man. Like I would prefer that death over one by a man.
Right, but it's sort of a
And that's
question
with me
of-
saying that I'm not afraid of men.
But you're assuming the man's going to kill you is the problem.